Okay, let me see if I'm live. So check 1 2 1 2. Let's see if we're on. We've got the right title there. Let me see if we've got some audio. This is still, I'm still in testing phase for this live stream setup. Let's see how that works. No sound. Looks like there's no sound coming out of the Facebook stream. Don't know why that is. Can't see if I'm saying anything. Let's try and play something again. See if I can check on restream. Okay, so I don't know whether there's any audio coming through. Maybe I've got the wrong system preferences for my audio. My main sound. Okay, so that seems to be fixing it. Alright, so I'm going to press on. Guys, sorry about that. I am trying to... In fact, what I might do is just stop this stream and start again. That's what I'm going to do. So I'll be back on in a... Alright, so let's see if this is going to show up. Sorry about this, guys. I'm still just getting to grips with this excuse me, new live streaming setup with OBS. Let's just check that's coming through. Okay, it seems to be a bit faster than it should be. Well, I don't know why that's behaving as it is with the audio, but I'm just going to have to go with this, and let's hope that it works all right. So, okay, let's crack on. Let me just reload on the green tea. In fact, let's keep the teapot over here. This is Tea Pig's Malfang green tea, the best green tea I've ever come across, in case you're wondering. So, right, so this is going to be really good today, I think, as long as the audio is not abysmal and speeding up and slowing down, which I need to look into. But so far I like OBS. Oh, it looks a bit glitchy as well. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, well, look, I can't really. I have to watch this back and see what it's like. But okay, cool. So I need to do this anyway. This work, so hopefully it comes through all right on the stream. So basically, I was working on this truck, which has been called Enchantment for about the last year and a half or something. Not that I've been working on it for a year and a half. It's really been like, you know, it's not even been that many sessions. I just, it's just one of those that's been hanging around. And I made a pre-master the other day and listened back to it this morning and was like, damn, what was I doing very good? And I think I did some quite neat things to fix the problems. I was very kind of like, I listened back to it, I was quite relaxed about the fact that it didn't sound very good. You know, I didn't get kind of carried away. It's just like, right, what are the problems? How do I fix them? Which I think is a good headspace to be in, because sometimes it can be quite frustrating, the creative process, can't it? So, and especially when you think something's ready and you come in and all excited to master it and it sounds pretty lame. You know, so it was good in that respect. So let me play you what I've done. So this is today's pre-master. Okay, and then I think it was Wednesday. So that's Wednesday's pre-master. Today. Wednesday. So the problems I identified were, this is the list I wrote, bass too focused and dense, right? So that's a weird thing I think to say, because generally we want the bass to be focused, right? I mean, focus is usually a good thing. It's a good thing, but I think you can be too focused. It can be too dense, because if it's too focused, it's quite small sounding. If things are really compressed, they're quite small sounding, you know, and that's not what we want. Kick, not enough tops. Okay, can't read my own writing. Not enough tops. That was the second thing. Okay, so listen. Yeah, let's play that bad pre-master again. So kick too dull. Okay. I wrote mastering chain. I don't know why I wrote that. Guitar too dull. Okay. Kick bass two together. That was the biggest thing I'd say. Kick bass two together. So almost like phasiness with the kick and the bass, right? Too mono somehow. I said too mono somehow as well. We could probably compare. How do we do that? Maybe I can't do that. I thought I could maybe mono up a reference track. Maybe I can't do that. Well, I could just do it here, couldn't I? So when it obviously it's very mono compatible, that's great, but maybe it doesn't quite open up enough when it goes into stereo. Okay, and then delay on the sample, which I ended up not doing. Okay, so the two biggest ones really were kick not toppy enough. No, the two biggest ones: bass too focused, and kick and bass not together, two together. Now, kick and bass two together was the I'd say. So listen back to it again. And listen to my new pre-master. Listen to the clarity of the kick and the bass. Yeah. Again. I mean, it's like, it's night and day. And also what you notice is that when you get the kick and the bass right, and you don't have lots of crossover frequencies, it actually just makes everything sound better. I don't know if you noticed there that it's kind of like all the tops feel clearer, because the kick and the bass not being in the right places means that you get all these weird crossover frequencies. The low portions take up so much energy that it's really a big problem for the speakers to produce the track efficiently, and that's what was happening. So a big change there. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to save this project. I can see it's glitching. I hope this sounds all right, and I'm trying to get this sorted. But you know, the bad thing is, as soon as I get this stream, assuming I get this live streaming thing set up, I'm going to have to pack down my whole studio because I'm moving to the other side of the world. So great. So I won't probably be back February or something. So anyway, Enchantment. Okay, I'm going to call this Holding On. I've changed the name to Holding On to a Memory, and that's what I'm going to call the track. Memory Master. Right. Okay. So yeah, I was quite taken with what I did, if I do say so myself, with that pre-master to fix those problems. And the creative process is a long stream of problems. So you've got to embrace problem solving. Do you want to close it? Yes, I do. Probably didn't need to read that out. 10/17, 26th. Yeah, that's fine. Auto saved. Yeah, I've got a feeling with this live stream that it's something to do with maybe being on Wi-Fi. Maybe the Mac Mini does not have a good Wi-Fi card as the Mac Pro did that I had before. The only way of really testing that is to plug in get like a 50-foot cable and try and plug it in, and run it all the way down. Yeah, long. Anyway, so let me show you what I did just quickly. So really simple actually. So the kick drum, all I did was using kick 2, I just pitched it up 2 semitones. I pitched up the high portion of the kick 2 semitones, and I also knocked it out of phase, or I flipped the phase, because look, before it was like that. Look, oh no, peaks and troughs. We don't want peaks and troughs because that's phase cancellation. So I flipped the phase of the top part of the kick, and that meant that it was nice and phase coherent. I also took off an EQ which had, I'll put it back on again. I had an EQ that was rolling off some of the tops of the kick, but I think I moved it up a little bit. So 2 problems solved there. Kick not toppy enough, and also kick and bass not too together. I also brought in this cassette 2-track noise on top of the kick just to give it a bit of a like, listen. So I take it off. It's pretty subtle. Oh no, it's kind of not that subtle actually. Yeah, it's got that kind of like click on the top of it. It's a really tight kick. There's not much like not much tail to it. Anyway, and the other biggest problem was the bass is too focused, right? So whenever you want something to be less focused, use chorus and stereo width, because it felt just a bit small and kind of like you know, it felt a bit small and bitter, the bass. It needed to be a bit more open-minded and kind of yeah, I don't know, it just needed to take up more space, and that's a weird analogy, but yes. So let's take that in and out, the chorus on the bass. To be honest, once the kick drum was solved, the bass actually became less of a problem, and arguably, you know, I could probably get away with not having that effect on there. But anyway, so also what I did was I just took out this heart part. There was too much stuff playing. This production's a little bit, I don't really think I thought it through as well as I could have done, because there's quite a lot of things playing that are quite similar, and I've played it out and it felt a little bit cluttered in places. So I just took that out there just to create space, and I didn't really miss it. And also something I did was also on the keys, I used this amazing plugin, Track Spacer, which lets you sidechain to another sound, but only in specific frequency. Keys basically duck out around here when the sample plays, which means there's more space for the sample. So yeah, I was quite happy with that as a fixer, and I think it definitely sounds much better on the on that pre-master. But also the hard thing is when you're live streaming, you're doing it all in headphones, and headphones is a bit of a sometimes you just need to listen to it on speakers. And also something else I should say, I bought a Mackie Big Knob Studio, which I absolutely love. It's so good, which means I've now got my Aventone mix cube working. I've got some £1.50 Car Boot Fair speakers. I've got these headphones. I can also plug in a headphone adapter and plug in some Apple headphones, and I've got my Dynaudio. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 listening devices literally at the touch of a button. I can listen to it in mono straight away. It's just really, really cool. I love it. So that's great. Okay, cool. So I'm going to just put this on here, and I'm going to go ahead and master this track now. So I'm going to find a busy part of the track. This is a bit of a weird arrangement as well, this track. It kind of peters off towards the end, but you know, it works, and I'm not going to go back and change it now, but this is feels like quite a good place of the track. I'm going to roll off the real low frequencies, but not too low. You can see here, you know, there's quite a lot we're taking away there that's not really audible. Same with the very high frequencies, just a little tiny roll off here. Now I use this plugin a lot, tonal balance control. I just love it. It's like my favourite. Yeah, I'd say it's definitely one of my favourite plugins. Okay, so I'm going to put it on my. I've got a Purple Disco Machine preset, which I always find quite good. So you can see that there's maybe a little bit, it's a bit lacking in the tops, and it sounds like it is to me as well. This is basically, I'm basically kind of recreating the master chain that I'd made for the track as I was working on it. So I want to kind of just boost up the tops a bit, and I want to do what's called, I think they call this kind of thing, some little dips and some little like boosts to kind of balance things out a little bit. You can see there's a little bit of a, you know, there's a kind of a dip here and a boost there, not too much. Keep it reasonably broad. There's a bell. Okay, maybe a little boost around here. Sorry guys, one sec. Let's have a look here. So it feels like there's kind of could be a little bit of extra information. It's still very subtle, little kind of like just little boosts and cuts and little dips. Right, let's see what that's like in and out. Feels a bit more balanced, I'd say. A bit more alive. Right, so I'm going to try a bit of tape saturation. don't want to put tape saturation in. Now this is a plugin I use a lot as well, the Exciter. So I can kind of do some similar things, similar ideas that I was just doing with the EQ really. Okay, so this area here looks a little bit sad. So we're looking about kind of I know this might seem a bit like, well, just doing it by numbers a little bit, but I always try these things. If it doesn't sound better, I take it off, but generally I find that it is actually, it's like a backup for your ears, you know. Without it. A bit more forward. There's kind of 1-2K area. What I might do actually is just take that off. There's nothing stopping me using 2 of these. I don't know, because it's for mastering, I'm sure it's totally fine. It's not going to be causing any weird kind of phasey issues or anything like that. I often find that between 1 and 2K I have a little bit of a problem sometimes. You want to be careful not to kind of be chasing your tail, you know, so adding in like, because different sounds are coming in at different points, you know, and changing things, so let's take the processing out. Take all 3 out actually. Let's take these off. Maybe a little bit too much. The Exciter. Try a different setting here. Cool. So compression, I usually like using Pro C2. I've got kind of a preset really that I use a lot of the time for housey kind of stuff. I don't know why I always forget to change I need to save a template with that on hard. It just helps front back perspective again. Take it in and out. So more flat, more open. Flat, open. Okay, very I love this compressor. It's like my favourite compressor. Sometimes I just put it in without even doing any compression. Let's see what it's like on this. just putting it through it. It's just better. Amazing, love it. Goes to NLS bus. Let's try a bit of that. This is like a channel strip emulation thing. I quite like this. I can't bypass it. Yep, leave that in. Alright, so you can do some parallel compression. I usually copy across my EQ a lot of the time. Maybe even just like exaggerate it. That means I'm kind of squeezing in more frequencies that I want in the mix. MV2, this is a low level compressor. I don't think this track's going to need this, but let's try a little bit. Good loudness plug in this one. Okay, stereo widening. Always try it out. Like that. Spreads the tops nicely. Hi Rob, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Okay, this is a cool plugin, Goldfoss. It's like a real-time frequency balancer kind of thing. There's a few plugins like this around at the moment, I think. Just try it in and out. It's only doing a tiny little bit. Just suddenly gets it to come out more. Subtle, but just kind of better sounding. Alright, so a little bit of clipping. We usually like to clip it slightly. First limiter. Just tickling the gain reduction. Just like on the very peaks. I'm matching the input and output there, so I'm not making any difference to the volume. Okay, and then what I can do is use I like this master assistant plugin because it basically lets it. So Robbie, saying that the stream keeps on changing with BPM. Yeah, I think he was doing that before. So yeah, thanks for letting me know. I'm not sure what I can do about it. Just kind of you doing these streams to test what's wrong and just change the stream. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to buy a very long Ethernet Wi-Fi directly. Right, okay, I'll bring the threshold down. That's what's telling me the EQ. there was any award for who's listening to or watching the stream in the most random place, it would be Rob Spencer. He says he's watching it, waiting in an Albanian car wash because his son's car is dirty. Now, the question I need to ask is, are you in Albania, or is that an Albanian car wash in the UK? And if so, what makes an Albanian car wash an Albanian car wash? Is there some kind of difference in the process that makes it Albanian? I'm interested to kind of get the lowdown on this, really. I wonder if there's a special Albanian process for washing cars, or maybe it's probably a car wash which is being run by Albanian nationals, I'm guessing. But anyway, I think we need clarity on that. But hopefully you get your son's car nice and cleaned up, which should be good. All right, cool. So yeah, let's just play this through again. So let's compare this. That's the first one I did. I've actually played this one now. So let's compare it. So this is like my kind of dedicated mix now. Versus just first production, like mixing going on production. Some demos that you want me to work on, you know, then just hit me up. That's basically my demo, and that's just without me doing any real mixing, and that's me actually going, right, I'm going to put a mixing hat on and really go in, you know. Like one thing I do a little bit, maybe I've killed the kick a little bit. Have a lot with that, maybe. Bounce this out. Let's do a WAV and a 320. In fact, no, I'm going to do a 192 so I can put it into Trello. So we'll call this holding onto memory master V1. Let's put it into the folder for that track. And that will be that. Yeah, so I'm kind of happy with that. I may come back and tweak it, so I'll listen to it on a few other systems, listen to it on some Apple headphones, which are always good. Just notice if there's anything that needs to be done, and then I will throw it up and upload it up to Labelworks and get it on Spotify and TrackSource and whatnot. So guys, I'm sorry about the stream quality. I'm a bit of an. It's a bit hard. Setting up streaming is just like, it's really difficult actually, and I'd done it, you know, when during the first lockdown in the UK, I went through all of that stuff, and it was like quite hard work, and then I feel like I'm having to go through it all again, which is quite annoying. But I don't know suddenly why there's a problem with the internet, but that's what I need to look into. So yeah, just bear with me on that. But Rob, thanks for tuning in and for commenting. And he said heavy that. I guess you're talking about the track. So yeah, glad you like it. And I hope you got a nice clean car now. And big up the three Albanian brothers in Leicester that run the car wash. Hold tight. Yeah. So I'll hopefully be back on Monday, and you never know, maybe some of these audio glitches and BPM changes will be fixed by then. All right, guys, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next week.